Hi, I'm Mia. I am Australian and also American and Italian because of my parents. I'm an actor and a voice actor here in Korea. I've been living here for just over 2 years now.
What made you come to Korea?
At first, I did come because I was interested in taking some language class to study Korean because at that time I was taking acting class. This was before I started university. I'd always wanted to study Korean just as like my interest. Actually, my mom suggested, she said, why don't you just go to Korea, take some language class, like see the country? And I was like, yeah, I should. So I did. And I think ever since the first time I came, I just fell in love with everything here, like the people, food, the culture, just everything. I can't explain exactly why. It's not something I can like pinpoint one thing. I just love, for real, like I can't even explain why. I just love it. So every time I left, I always just missed it so much. I was like, oh, I have to go back again. You know, some people just love something, some country. Always in the back of my head, I thought it would be cool one day maybe to try and live here, work here. Before COVID, my plan was just to graduate in New York and then live in New York and try and be an actor there. But because of COVID, I had to go home to Australia and then I was kind of stuck there. The entertainment industry was like, you know, dead, exactly. I realized there was like some opportunity in Korea and I thought Korea was handling the virus better than Australia because my city, Melbourne, we had the worst in the world. I was like, I've got nothing else, no other plan right now. So, yeah.
What kind of work have you done for the voice actor? Can we notice something?
Maybe you've heard it, but you don't know it was me because I've done some commercials like Samsung or LG or Hyundai, like different big brand commercials. Also, some lines. Oh, what are the lines? I did one for LG. I think experience a new side of life. LG OLED Pose. Something like that. If you take the like, what is it, TOEIC, you probably will hear me if you do the test.
What's the good points of this job?
Ooh, the good point. Well, one of the main reasons why I did come and stay working here is because the opportunities, being able to audition and try and get jobs with big companies like Samsung or LG or something like that. If you try to audition for those kind of commercials in like Australia, America, anywhere else, it's so competitive. Yeah, you're like a tiny little fish in like huge ocean of people trying to get these jobs. And so pool of people here that do this work is small because for native English speakers, there's not as many as in America or something. That's a good pro, is that you're not competing against a huge amount of people, but you still get really good quality jobs.
How about the bad points?
The main bad point is that there is no like union. So in America or other countries, entertainment industry, there's some union that just protects all the artists, like make sure that the pay for whatever job you do is standard. You know, there's no issues with like overtime work or like, you know, bad working conditions or something. There's nothing here. I heard even for Korean actors and voice actors, you have to fight for your own pay or your own work condition. Like, and if the studio says like, oh, I don't want to pay that, then there's nothing to protect that. So that's a negative thing. I'm doing some great work, but then I'm not really getting the like appropriate pay for that kind of work, which can be annoying, but it is the way it is. So here,
I
yeah.
guess they also ask you 좀 더 해주세요.
Oh yeah, let's just add this. Sometimes you can tell that they just use some like Google Translate or something. That can be hard too because sometimes they expect you to fix it, but takes time to like read something and fix it. So you gave me a bad script, like that's on you. Like you should be, you know, no extra cost or no extra anything. Yeah, that can be tricky.
If you go to America, people don't speak like voice accent. You know? Like, they have so many different kinds of accents. For example, like people have their own some kind of accent.
Yeah, that you heard more variety.
But I think Korean people usually just speak for 미국.
Standard American. All the jobs I do is all an American accent here. I think most languages try to just teach the standard, right? And I think like in a lot of the listening tests now, they do try to have some of the different accents. But again, yeah, it's not every kind. There's no like, you know, Scottish or South African or, you know, all different ones. But still, they tried to mix it up a little. And I think we take that for granted as English native speakers that, yeah, it would be hard for people that learn English as a second language. Like, as you said, you've learned English as a second language and it was hard for you to understand accent of people who also like spoke English as a second language, right? Like Chinese or Filipino or something. Yeah, for English native speakers, we should consider that as well. In whatever education or, yeah, listening tests or something, have that variety. That's important. Yeah, so that's a good point.
Just overall, how
Yeah.
much you love the job?
I mean, doing this work, I love it like 110%. Like, it's been my dream since I was literally a kid. For voiceover, like, as we were saying, you know, there is that preference here for American accents. For me, it's lucky because I can do like Australian and American accent. I have like also added extra work. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of educational content for voiceover, textbooks, like kids, cartoons, video games, and commercials. And also like, you know, business narration. So that too, there's a lot, definitely. It is fun. I love it. Because like every day I walk into these jobs and I don't know what to expect, what's going to be today. Like, it's always interesting. It's always different. So it's fun. For me, it is the dream. And I do love that I can do this full time. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!